Their ritual has reversed, but not quietly. The same darkness that tried to wear your name like a mask is now screaming in silence, scattered in confusion. Their plans are unraveling thread by thread, and each strand leads back to your light. The false application they submitted, under your name, your code, your divine frequency, has now been blacklisted in the spiritual world. No higher gate will open for them. They are locked out of the very power they tried to steal. Soon, one of them will make a sudden move. Panic will push them to reach out, perhaps pretending to check on you or reconnect. Do not be fooled. This is not compassion. This is fear disguised as concern. Type Amen to get blessing 661. They are hoping you remain unaware just a little longer. Because once you become fully conscious of what was done, every chain will be shattered. You were the last puzzle piece holding their web together, and now that piece is being removed. Archangel Michael says, prepare to see people lose their balance around you. Not because of anything you said or did, but because your presence now activates divine justice. Where you walk, truth follows. You may notice someone avoiding eye contact, fumbling their words, backing away from you as if your energy stings them. That's confirmation. Your spirit has shifted dimensions. You are no longer accessible to those who misused your trust. The document that used your DNA was part of something larger, a layered contract designed to trap your path and reroute your gifts. But the heavenly realm has just intervened. Type Amen to get blessing 202. There's an older man involved in the background. You may not know his name, but he's one of the original architects of this manipulation. He didn't touch you physically, but he spiritually sanctioned the use of your energy. That man is now falling into illness. Not by coincidence, but by consequence. When sacred codes are abused, the body carries the sentence. Soon, there will be a message about an inheritance, a will, or a mysterious change in ownership. Something will be redirected to you. It may seem small at first, but it holds great power that was once stolen. A file is being pulled in your favor behind the scenes. Someone is being investigated quietly, and the evidence leads directly to the forgery of your signature. You'll find out when the time is right, but the process has already started. Type Amen to get blessing 535. You will hear of a name you've not spoken in years. A person who disappeared from your life suddenly. That person had access to you at one point, either emotionally, digitally, or physically. They were one of the carriers. They didn't think you'd ever trace it back to them. But your memory is becoming spiritually sharper. Flashes, dreams, and symbols are surfacing to bring you face to face with truth. Archangel Michael says, the spiritual courtroom is now issuing orders. Guilt is no longer hidden. It's written across the timelines of those who acted against you. And soon, the shift will manifest physically. Money that was stuck will start moving. Projects that kept failing will begin to rise. Your energy will feel lighter, your thoughts clearer. Type Amen to get blessing 304. They tried to register your life under false terms. But the divine never recognized that application. The only true identity is the one you carry in your soul, and that identity is unbreakable. Someone is about to confess, but indirectly. Through a social media post, a vague apology, or a cryptic statement. You'll feel that it's meant for you. Don't rush to respond, just observe. Let them crumble in their own guilt. You will meet someone new soon. They'll carry a strange familiarity. That's because they're being divinely sent as a counterbalance, a helper, a witness, or a restorer. This person's presence will begin to unlock parts of your life that were sealed after the dark submission. They are part of the rebuilding. Type Amen to get blessing 113. The fake signature is decaying in spiritual record. What was once written in dark energy is now smudged, illegible, powerless. No force can now use it to manipulate your path again. In the past, doors closed and opportunities disappeared with no explanation. Now, those same doors are being unlocked. But this time, they are aligned to your truth. You will be invited into a new place, a room, a conversation, a decision. When you enter, you'll feel peace rush in behind you. That's your sign, this space is sacred and protected. Archangel Michael says, justice has a sound, and that sound is ringing now in the ears of those who betrayed you. Every lie they wrote using your name will echo back with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 407. Even now, some of them are trying to perform a reversal, an erasure of digital traces, spiritual bindings, or energy exchanges. But they're too late. The angels have already sealed the original signature in light. You are being shown what they never wanted you to see. But not to cause fear, to empower you. So that you may never again be bound by what was done in the dark. There's a healing happening in your body that mirrors this spiritual unbinding. Old symptoms fading. Strength returning. Energy rising. Soon, you'll find yourself speaking differently, more boldly, more clearly, more divinely. That's your real voice, once hidden beneath stolen energy, now returning. Type Amen to get blessing 774. You are being reintroduced to your destiny. You are no longer walking in confusion. You are walking in justice. And the ones who misused your sacred code are now living in the fallout of their decision. This is your season of reversal, of resurrection, of full spiritual authority. Archangel Michael says, what they did to your name, your DNA, your spirit, heaven has reversed. You are now untouchable. They can run, but they cannot undo what has already begun. Heaven has initiated a purge, and every shadow they cast using your identity is now being burned away. The mirror they used to reflect your essence falsely is shattering, piece by piece. What they tried to do required silence from you. They hoped you would stay distracted, confused, unaware. But your awareness is now louder than their rituals. And with every breath you take in truth, their lies begin to suffocate. You're stepping into a vibration where their names no longer matter. They are being erased from your soul's contract, deleted from your future chapters. And the very door they forced open with your signature is now slamming shut on their hands. Type Amen to get blessing 642. There is a shift happening in your relationships as well. People who were once drawn to your energy for selfish reasons are suddenly losing interest. That's not rejection, it's divine protection. The cords have been cut. Some of them will try one last time to manipulate your forgiveness. They'll use soft voices, kind words, carefully selected phrases to play on your emotions. But something inside you has changed. You see through the masks now. Archangel Michael says, the moment you realized you were being used spiritually was the moment heaven began fighting for you on a new level. Now you are not only guarded, you are backed by realms they will never access again. You will soon receive proof. Not just a feeling, but actual evidence, digital, verbal, or material. It will come in a strange way. Don't discard it. That's the divine handing you confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 398. You'll start waking up earlier, without alarms. You'll feel lighter, even if nothing has changed physically. That's the spiritual weight of their false application lifting off your life. The energy you're feeling is called restoration. What they tried to extract from your divine blueprint is returning in full. They wanted to bind you, but instead, they've become bound by what they created. They keep checking to see if you've noticed. They watch your reactions online, listen to your tone, study your silence. Because the moment you fully awaken, the spiritual explosion they've feared will become real. A strange meeting is coming. You'll be in a place you almost didn't go to. And someone will look at you like they already know something about you. That's not coincidence. They've seen your name in a document you've never seen yourself. Type Amen to get blessing 891. You are being erased from their systems and restored in heavens. What they used for their gain will now be redirected into your breakthrough. Every spiritual theft has a cost, and the interest has doubled. The ones who plotted in silence will soon be exposed to each other. Secrets will spill. Accusations will fly. What they built using your energy will be destroyed by their own hands. Archangel Michael says, your name is now guarded by fire. No witch, no dark worker, no fake friend can touch it again. You are sealed. There will be a sudden block in their finances, a failed contract, or a closed door they never expected. That's heaven saying, enough. Type Amen to get blessing 134. They used your DNA signature not just to gain access, but to delay your rise. But what they fail to understand is that delay is not denial in the divine realm. Every moment they bought has now expired. You'll notice a place you used to feel discomfort in suddenly feels peaceful. That's because the residue of their ritual has been cleansed. Your environment is catching up with your elevation. Soon you'll remember a detail, something you overlooked. It may be a name, a location, a phrase. That detail will connect the final dots. Then the full picture will be revealed to you in waves. Archangel Michael says, your bloodline has been recalibrated. Generational blessings that were paused because of that one ritual are now flowing freely again. You'll feel the ripple through your dreams. Type Amen to get blessing 305. Be still when the chaos comes. Because it is not yours, it's theirs. You're walking in clarity now, and those who thought they were ahead of you are about to fall behind permanently. One person will try to pin the whole thing on another. But heaven saw it all. They were all involved. And they will all feel the weight of divine judgment. You are not the same soul they took for granted. You are elevated. You are fortified. And you are dangerous to darkness now. They will stop speaking your name, not out of respect, but out of fear. The vibration of your name burns them now. That's the spiritual consequence of tampering with the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 731. You'll feel a breeze in a still room. You'll hear a voice in silence. You'll smell something sweet in the air with no source. These are signs. Confirmation. Your angels are near. What was stolen is being returned. What was blocked is now flowing. What was dark is now exposed. Archangel Michael says, you were never weak, you were just unaware. But now that you know, nothing they built can survive your truth. This is your hour of reversal. Your rise cannot be stopped. You've crossed a line in the spirit, and behind you, the door is locked. You are now entering the phase where divine correction becomes visible. Their faces will change when they see you. Some will pale, others will avoid you, a few may suddenly flatter you. That's not affection. That's fear in disguise. They thought by misusing your DNA signature, they were crafting a shortcut to elevation. But instead, they carved a tunnel straight into ruin. And now, every spiritual law they violated is coming back with thunder in its voice. Their dreams are filled with you. Not because they miss you, but because your presence has become a verdict in the spiritual realm. Your light haunts them now. Your freedom is their punishment. Type Amen to get blessing 553. You will feel it most around mirrors, doors, or windows. These are the spiritual gateways being recharged around your presence. What once reflected confusion will now show strength. Even your image carries authority now. One specific item in your home is holding energy from the moment they submitted that dark request. You'll be led to it soon, don't panic. Cleanse it. Burn a candle beside it. Speak authority over your space. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to carry this pain alone. That's why the truth has been revealed to you at this hour, because your strength is finally heavier than their deceit. There will be a moment of deep stillness in the next 24 hours. A moment where time feels suspended. That is when something major breaks in the spiritual realm on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 887. A letter, an email, or a message may arrive that seems off. Look deeper. The energy will feel familiar but twisted. That's how you know it's connected to the original fraud. Ignore the words, pay attention to the vibration. Your spiritual guards have been increased. This is why some people you once tolerated will feel unbearable now. The divine is removing emotional distractions to make room for what's coming. You'll begin to dream vividly, scenes of paperwork, contracts, shadows trying to speak your name. These are not random. These are spiritual echoes of what they did. But the difference now? You have the power to override it all. Type Amen to get blessing 603. Someone is about to expose themselves unintentionally. Their anger, their jealousy, their guilt will slip out in a moment they didn't plan. It will be quick, maybe just one sentence. But it will confirm everything your spirit already knew. That will be your final confirmation. The space they opened using your DNA has now collapsed into a spiritual sinkhole. Anyone still standing on it will fall, and there is no rope to pull them out. You are protected not just because you're chosen, but because you are now activated. No charm, no curse, no whispered ritual can contain what you are becoming. Archangel Michael says, your name is now sealed in divine flame. It cannot be signed, copied, or invoked without consequence. Heaven has turned your identity into a sword. Type Amen to get blessing 144. The next 72 hours are crucial. You will feel moments of intense peace. That's the signal of completion. Then, you will feel bursts of clarity and energy. That's restoration flooding in. And finally, a strange release in your emotions, tears, laughter, silence. That's your spirit finally breathing after carrying a hidden war for so long. They used your DNA signature to try and block your timeline. But now you are the blockage in their path. Every lie they created using your essence will break down the moment you speak your truth out loud. There is no turning back. You are no longer walking in confusion. You are walking in divine knowing. Archangel Michael says, you are no longer the one they tried to manipulate. You are the one chosen to rise after every lie. And now that the war is over, let the blessings begin. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The blessings coming to you now were delayed, not denied. They circled above you, waiting for this exact moment of truth. And now that the spiritual falsehood has collapsed, those blessings are descending rapidly, some quietly, some with thunder. You'll feel opportunities opening that were once mysteriously blocked. Projects that stalled will gain momentum. Relationships that drained you will fall away on their own. That's heaven clearing your path for something far greater. The person who once held the forged document with your name is now watching everything slip from their fingers. Their gain was temporary, but your restoration is eternal. You are rising, and their entire system of deceit is falling apart. Type Amen to get blessing 511. Someone is about to speak your name in a room filled with power. They won't even know why they feel the urge. It's your energy pulling the right people toward your divine placement. Your name has been written again, but this time, by divine hands. There's going to be a sudden transfer, a key, a document, a message. It will fall into your possession without you chasing it. That's the return of what was stolen. Archangel Michael says, your destiny cannot be owned by anyone but you. The moment they tried to steal it, the heavens multiplied it. Now, you're not just getting it back, you're getting double. The individual who was once arrogant with your stolen identity is now walking in silence. Their allies have deserted them. The power they once displayed was borrowed, and now it's been recalled by the spiritual realm. Type Amen to get blessing 271. Watch how fast their world changes. Watch how people they controlled begin to drift away. Their influence is evaporating because it was never truly theirs, it was borrowed from your stolen glow. Your glow is not only returning, it's growing brighter than before. And it will attract the right opportunities, the right souls, the right moments. You were once the hidden force behind others' success. Now you are stepping into your own spotlight. You will no longer carry others on your back, you are being lifted by divine hands now. They will look for ways to stop your rise, but there are none. The gate they opened using your name has now closed forever, and a new one has opened for you. Type Amen to get blessing 390. In that new gate is a timeline that was once locked away. It held your elevation, your connections, your voice. And now it is being released back into your life like a flood of favor. There will be signs. A white bird, a number repeating endlessly, or the same phrase showing up multiple times. Do not ignore them, they are guiding you toward a place of power reclaimed. Archangel Michael says, the time of silence is over. Speak, walk, act, and live like someone who has been restored. Because you have. Expect a divine reversal in something official, a contract, a deal, a closed opportunity. Your energy has been cleared from the corruption, and now it's being reinstated under divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 614. You may even hear from someone who never truly apologized. They'll approach with confusion in their voice and sorrow in their eyes, but not because they regret what they did. They regret losing access to you. Let them speak if you choose, but do not reopen the spiritual gate they once violated. You are not obligated to carry their guilt. Your only duty is to rise. You are entering a phase where everything around you will start to align rapidly. Miracles will come before your mind can question them. That's the power of divine acceleration after years of delay. Their plan was never designed to win. It was designed to test your awakening. And now that you've awakened, everything shifts in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 733. A city you once left behind will call to you again. Not because you are meant to return, but because a piece of your destiny that was locked there is now being released. The energy will come to you, not the location. A person in authority is about to mention your name in a positive light. They've been watching you from afar. They were meant to help you before but were blocked by spiritual interference. Now they are being nudged by divine command. Archangel Michael says, "The evidence written in heaven has overruled the forged evidence on earth." Your name is now a sword in the spiritual realm, and those who once carried it falsely have now been silenced by force. The person who once manipulated others to submit the document is falling fast. Not just financially, but emotionally. They are unraveling. Because they cannot outrun the truth any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 1002. You will find an item soon, an object, letter, or message, that reminds you of who you were before the spiritual hijack. Hold it. Speak life into it. It will serve as a portal to the life you were always meant to live. There's a spiritual gate open above your head now. You may feel a buzzing in your ears, warmth in your hands, or pressure in your forehead. That is not your imagination, it's your spiritual energy realigning with truth. You have moved into divine witness mode. Everything that unfolds from here will be your confirmation. And your life will begin to feel lighter, cleaner, holier. Archangel Michael says, "They submitted your name to a force they could not control, and now, that force has turned on them. You walk forward now with nothing binding you. You are free. You are whole. You are claimed by light and protected by realms they'll never see again. You are not just stepping into freedom, you are stepping into spiritual authority. The very essence they tried to copy is now roaring back to you with divine force. It will not come quietly. It will arrive with waves of clarity, power, and sudden breakthroughs. The forged DNA signature has now been overwritten in the book of truth. Heaven has stamped your name in gold, beyond the reach of earthly corruption. No human hand can ever again tamper with your divine identity. Their plan was to cloak themselves in your radiance. But now that radiance is burning them. The glow they tried to absorb is now the fire consuming the very foundation of their deception. Type Amen to get blessing 826. You will be led to say no to something soon. It will feel important, urgent, maybe even generous. But your spirit will whisper, not this. That's divine discernment guarding you from another trap disguised as opportunity. Someone who once laughed behind your back is about to speak your name in admiration. They won't know what changed, but they'll feel it in their bones. You are no longer someone to mock, but someone to respect. Archangel Michael says, you are walking with the kind of spiritual glow that breaks generational patterns. Your voice carries weight in realms your enemies cannot enter. Your eyes see through lies before they're spoken. The next time they try to speak about you in secret, their own words will boomerang. Truth has a new weapon now, your existence. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You will sense a strange pause in time, maybe while walking, sitting, or even driving. That moment is a portal. Heaven is adjusting something in your favor while the world around you holds still for just a second. Let it pass. Breathe deeply. That's divine alignment in motion. There is someone from your bloodline, maybe alive, maybe long gone, who once experienced something similar. But they didn't survive it. You have. And now, their unfinished freedom is rising through you. You are now spiritually upgraded. What once touched you emotionally will no longer shake you. What once distracted you will now be exposed before it even comes close. Archangel Michael says, the game they tried to play with your energy is now closed. The board is cleared. The players are retreating. You are the only one left standing. Type Amen to get blessing 999 soon. Someone will ask you, how did this happen for you? And you'll smile, not because you owe them an answer, but because even you know it was divine. You may be led to clean or rearrange a space in your home. That nudge is not random. It's preparation. Your energy is being positioned to receive. There is a gift coming. Not wrapped in paper or ribbon, but in timing. Divine timing. And when it arrives, you'll feel like a missing piece of your soul has just returned home. A name you've forgotten will be brought to your attention. When it appears, pause. That person holds a key, whether through apology, exposure, or unexpected connection. You don't have to chase them, just recognize the moment when it comes. Type Amen to get blessing 381. You are walking through layers of spiritual freedom that others never made it through. That's why some people feel distant now. It's not you changing, it's you evolving beyond what they can understand. Your glow is disrupting patterns. Your energy is shifting atmospheres. Even your silence now speaks louder than their attempts to use you. Expect a breakthrough in finances soon, an unexpected sum, a refund, a blessing, or an opportunity. It's part of what was withheld due to the misuse of your DNA. Now it is being released to you in full, plus interest. Archangel Michael says, the vibration in your body is being recalibrated to match your new spiritual assignment. You may feel tingling, restlessness, even emotional surges. Let it happen. That's your soul shedding the final residue of their interference. Type Amen to get blessing 775. They are still watching you. But now, they're watching your healing. They're witnessing your glow grow stronger. They can't stop it. They can't mimic it. And soon, they won't even be able to bear looking at it. One of them will try to undo what they did. They will attempt to return what they took. But divine law has already moved beyond their efforts. What they meant for harm has now become fuel for your rise. Everything they used, the candle, the chant, the name they whispered, is now turning against them. Every step they took away from truth is now bringing them closer to exposure. Archangel Michael says, you've crossed the point of no return. You've outgrown every lie, every plan, every shadow. They cannot follow where you are going now. Type Amen to get blessing 1440. What comes next will feel surreal. Doors you never knocked on will open. People you never called will reach out. Blessings you stopped hoping for will fall into your lap. You will look in the mirror and see more than your reflection. You'll see your light. Untouched. Unbreakable. Unstoppable. You survived the theft of your identity. But now you are more than restored, you are reborn. Archangel Michael says, this is your territory now. This is your timeline. You own it. They cannot sign it, steal it, or shadow it again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are now living in the aftermath of their deception, but you are no longer the person you were before they tried to tamper with your soul. You have emerged stronger, wiser, and spiritually untouchable. The heavy burden they tried to place on you has been lifted, and with it comes an undeniable peace that fills the spaces within you they once tried to control. Archangel Michael says, they thought they could manipulate your energy, play with your essence, and hide behind false signatures. But what they didn't know was that you were always destined for more. The manipulation has failed, and your destiny is now unfolding as it was always meant to. Their schemes are crumbling, and every attempt to alter your path is unraveling. Those who were once involved in the web of deceit are feeling the consequences. One by one, they are experiencing loss, confusion, and a deep sense of regret that they cannot escape. Type Amen to get blessing 923. The peace you feel now isn't just a momentary relief. It's the beginning of something much bigger. This shift in your energy is opening doors you never thought possible. Opportunities you may have once believed were out of reach are now rushing toward you. You are aligned with divine timing, and it's only a matter of time before your greatest blessings are revealed. You may feel like everything around you is suddenly moving faster than before. Don't be alarmed. This is the result of divine acceleration. Everything you've been waiting for, everything that was blocked, is now coming to fruition. A certain figure from your past will re-enter your life. This person will play a key role in the next phase of your journey, not because they were part of your past manipulation, but because they carry the key to unlocking the final stages of your divine purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 407. You've already experienced the clearing of old energy. Now, a new force is entering your life, a force that will propel you forward with unwavering confidence. You may not recognize it immediately, but you'll feel its presence when it arrives. This is a blessing in disguise, and it will unlock hidden aspects of your life, making you aware of strengths you never knew you had. Archangel Michael says, "The storm is over, and now the calm will bring clarity." You will see clearly the path ahead of you, and no one, no force, can obscure it any longer. It's time for you to walk in the fullness of your purpose, free from the shadows they tried to cast. Expect a communication that will shake you, but in a good way. It may come from a source you least expect, someone who has watched your journey from afar and recognized your strength. This message will be a confirmation of everything you've been through and everything you are about to step into. Type Amen to get blessing 1128. Soon, you will experience a financial breakthrough that will surprise you. It's the direct result of your resilience. Everything they tried to steal from you will now be restored in a way that exceeds your expectations. What once seemed impossible is now being made possible. You will find yourself in a position of authority soon. Not because you sought it, but because it's part of your divine inheritance. You were always meant to lead, to inspire, to guide others with your strength and wisdom. Archangel Michael says, "The time of hiding is over. The time of revealing your truth is here. You are walking into your divine power, and nothing will be able to stop you from claiming it." Type Amen to get blessing 846. The spiritual walls they built around you are now falling. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more confident as you move forward. The heaviness they placed on your soul has been lifted, and in its place, a sense of purpose and clarity will flood your being. Expect to see people who once doubted you now seeking your guidance. They will recognize the transformation within you, and many will try to come back into your life. Know that not everyone deserves your energy. Protect it fiercely and only allow those who honor your journey to be close. Your success is inevitable. The obstacles that once stood in your way were never truly yours to begin with. They were put there to test your resilience, and now that you have passed, the floodgates of abundance are opening. Archangel Michael says, "You are the one who has the last word in this story. Your light will shine brighter than their darkness, and nothing can put it out." Type Amen to get blessing 612. The people who thought they could outsmart you are now realizing they miscalculated. They thought your spirit was breakable, but instead, it has become stronger with every challenge. They are now faced with the consequences of their own actions, and you are free to move forward into a new chapter of your life. A new beginning is here. You are stepping into the life you were always meant to live, abundant, powerful, and divinely aligned. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. The universe has heard your prayers and is responding with the blessings you deserve. Archangel Michael says, "This is your time. The chains are broken. The path is clear. Walk it with confidence, knowing that you are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely loved." If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.